Yeah, y'all know I used to hoop back in the day. I was kind of straight. I didn't lost it all. I ain't even gonna hold you. But today, I had to go bump into the homie Hot Sauce. I wanted to, get to know a little bit about where he came from, how he got into the game. And I want him to show me some moves, because I didn't lost him. Like, I'm completely dusty. So don't judge me. So yeah, this that exclusive Hot Sauce interview. Damn. Oh, there you go.
Man, you gotta follow through when you do that, man.
Man, listen, I ain't played ball in so long,
Shit,
man.
you. What up, boy?
What's the deal?
Shit, you know the vibes.
So I'm gonna need you to show me some of the moves, man.
Oh, you know I got you. Bam.
Okay.
Bam.
Okay.
Bam.
Oh, okay. Saucy.
Bam.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bam.
Tight time.
Bam.
Yeah.
Bam. Bam.
Easy.
Bam. You gotta hit that layup, man. Hit that layup.
Yeah.
Oh, with the
okay,
assist.
Yeah. The sauce already working. It's already working.
Yeah, what's going on though?
Shaka made it. Shaka made it. Shaka made it.
The name Hot Sauce, that came from me just really talking trash. Every time I shoot the ball, I'll say sauce, and I just kept saying it, and people just ran with it. Next day at the park, everybody just making fun of me, just calling me Sauce because I just said it. So one day, I told myself, you know what, man, I'm gonna just tell everybody my name's Sauce. So it just stayed with me ever since. A lot of people don't know that I'm originally from Jacksonville. I stayed with my mom, and she always guided me down that right path. But of course, me being a knucklehead, I didn't want to do the best thing that was for me, for school or whatever. But a lot of people think how I get so good, and I actually I never played basketball in school or whatever. And handling the rock was just a hobby. It was just something I used to love to do. Every year I developed and got better and better, and then I just started being creative behind it. And who influenced me as far as ball handling was Isaiah Thomas. I started watching him when I seen him do the pity pat and all that stuff. That kind of like added a little flavor to my game. And then from there on out, it was on from there. Growing up, I know it probably would have been fun playing in the league, but that was really never my thing. I really never trying to go to the NBA. Like I tell everybody, just handling the rock was just a hobby, man, And then when I got signed to N1, breaking ankles with my job. So it was just a hobby. It was just something I just like to do, like on the side of playing basketball or whatever. And I just had a unique style, and you couldn't deny that. Everybody wanted to be a part of the sauce at that time. And it definitely wasn't the NBA. I love basketball to death, but I never really tried to go to the NBA. I first got my introduction to the world 2001, Mixtape 3. See, people don't know, I used to watch the tapes too. It was like when Mixtape 1 and 2 came out, that kind of inspired me to do more than what I was already doing. I was always doing all the fancy moves and all that stuff before the tapes even came out. But when the tapes came out, that's what took my game to another level. I used to look at the tapes and look on the back of the tapes like trying to figure out, can I contact anybody so I can make my own tape? So it went from let's make a tape to turn it in to me getting introduced to the world on Mixtape 3.
I get my nigga name? Killing people on the basketball court. When I shoot, I be like sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like people say water, I be like sauce. And then the next day I came, they be like, oh, there goes sauce, little hot sauce. Next thing you know, the rep just kept going.
A lot of people don't know I used to work at Red Lobster or whatever, but I was always telling everybody at work that I was the best player at the job or whatever. I still was working at Red Lobster when I got put on N1, and I actually left on lunch and never clocked back in. I wonder what my check would be right now if I go back and clock back in. When I got on N1, one of my favorite players was the guy that got introduced with me, and that was A.O. A.O. had a unique style. He wasn't trying to be like nobody else. That's one thing about, N1, everybody had a different style. You know what I mean? You had 12 players, 12 different styles. You know what I mean? But AO was my favorite. And what I liked about AO, he had that change of direction, running crossover. You know, I was always trying to do that for years, but I never couldn't get it down packed or whatever. But he was one of my favorite players. My favorite NBA guards today, Stephen Curry, Kemba Walker, Kyrie Irving, Derrick Rose. I like Trae Young. I like Ja Morant. A lot of those guys could get the job done, but it's different styles. You can make somebody fall, but that don't mean you're really an ankle breaker. You know what I mean? A center could go 82 games, and probably the first 10 games he might do an ISO and make somebody fall. That don't mean he an ankle breaker. Every guard in the league got different styles. Like, to me, Kyrie got like the total package. He got a little of everything. You know, he could cross you up. You know, he could break you down with a nice little handle. You know, 3 people could run at him. He could get out of that. Kemba Walker he's more like an ISO kind of guard or whatever. He's more of like an ankle breaker type guard. D. Will, he more like he got that DC handle where he just cross you left to right, right to left. You know what I mean? His handle is the crossover. You know, he never really, it ain't really no breakdown. Trae Young got the little first step with the little erky jerk, you know what I mean? He'll blow past you, step back with the pull up. You know, it's just different styles, but they all get the job done. You know, Ja Morant got a lot of ball fake moves, you know what I mean? Some guards don't have ball fake moves like Ja Morant. Ja Morant got a lot of ball fake moves, and I like that. A lot of people used to compare me and AI because of the swag. Now, mind you, he been out since like '96. I ain't come out to 2001, but my moves was there. It just wasn't introduced to the world. You know what I mean? Like with him, he's more athletic than I am. I got more handles than he do, but I never was explosive as he was. I never was. You know what I mean? But I had all the moves, the tricks, you know, just everything that come with the package or whatever. It was just AI off the court swag was my on the court swag. Like, you know, I could wear do-rag, I could wear the earrings, I could wear the chain and stuff on the court. You know what I mean? That was his off the court swag, and that was my on the court swag. My most popular move was the Boomerang, hands down. That's actually the move that really put me on the map. It wasn't the crossover, it wasn't the handles, it was the Boomerang.
Oh yeah, the Boomerang, that was crazy right there, you know what I'm saying? I knew that was gonna be, you know what I'm saying, one of the moves that a lot of people was gonna be trying to copy and, you know, trying to do.
How I came up with the Boomerang, I was actually practicing. Kid was guarding me, you know, a little young kid was guarding me. You know, of course I was just fooling around, making him look crazy. And I was actually doing this move right here a lot. Just doing it in his face, doing it in his face, doing it in his face, doing it in his face. I was doing it so much, and it actually slipped. So when it slipped, I had to, you know, he wore glasses. The little kid had glasses on, so when it slipped, it was going straight towards his face. And I ended up saving the ball by doing, you know, turning my hand upside down because I didn't want to hit his face. But as I did that, he turned around. He thought I threw it or something, and then, you know, I told my friend, I said, hey man, I'm gonna try to do that on purpose. So it went from an accident to on purpose. And then the next day I went to the gym. I said, I'm gonna try it on one of the older guys or whatever. And I did it, and it worked. He spent the whole gym with just running all over the place. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna call that the Boomerang. The people today that be trying to do it, you know, it stay in the air for like, you know, a split second. But when I do it, it stay in the air about 4 seconds when I do it. And the stuff that I was doing back then, people still can't do today. I think Streetball can make a comeback if all the X and 1 players get together in one room and put together a reunion tour. And if we do that, it's gonna be bigger than life. Ball is Life, they doing their thing right now, so, you know, maybe we get some of the guys, you know, who still could do their thing, and versus the Ball is Life crew, they still got the same kind of crowd we had. So if we put all that together, man, we gonna impact a new era. If I was to change anything back in the day, like on and 1, it was just showing the world that I really could play some basketball. A lot of people critique my game far as what they seen on the tapes or whatever. So if I'm known for this ankle breaker and a guy, you know, with all these moves or whatever, can he really play ball? Of course I can. You know what I mean? I play ball better than the average person think I could play. You know what I mean? I could give you 30, I could give you 40, but I know what I get paid to do. You know what I mean? Like I said, handling the rock was just a hobby. Well, breaking ankles was my job. But outside of that, I could play the hell out some basketball. A lot of people compare Streetball and the Globetrotters because, you know, how we travel the world or whatever, and you know, with the popular moves and, you know, the famous tricks and the fancy dunks and stuff like that. So, but we was more like for the streets. We was really for the culture or whatever. The Globetrotters was mostly like, you know, entertainment. You know, it's like universal. It was entertainment for all. And actually, like the Globetrotters, they actually brought like a team with them to play with them every city they go to, and it's kind of like choreographed. But we play the best from each city, and it's not choreographed because them guys coming to take your head off. So that's what made us who we were. Streetball and the pop culture kind of combined, and everybody gravitated to it because of the music. You know what I mean? You put hip hop, and then you got the guys coming down the court doing the moves, and you combine both of those together. I mean, it's attractive. It's like an automatic collaboration without even saying nothing. You know what I mean? Like a lot of rappers use my name in their rap songs and some of their freestyles. You know, you got Lucci, he used my name. 2 Chainz, Dave's Loaf, David East, Lil Wayne, Lil Baby, Cassidy in the freestyle, Nipsey Hussle in the freestyle. Man, he go on, man. And that's when I knew it was going to another level, when they used my name in the song. Some of my most memorable moments was when I predicted that I was gonna drop Professor. And I actually did. And a lot of people don't know that, but you know, that was one of my biggest moments. I predicted it. That's what made it bigger than what it was. You know what I mean? A lot of people think me and Professor had beef. I never had beef with Professor. You know what I mean? That's like, you know, he my little bro. He been my little bro since he got on or whatever. But what people don't know is I used to show him a lot of stuff, you know, teach him the game of, you know, how to do certain moves at the right time, how to move the crowd and stuff like that. And I don't know if he'll admit that today, but, you know, I could tell you from the horse's mouth, you know what I mean? So I really never had no problem with him. We played on the same stage, you know, we did the same thing basically, you know what I mean? We groomed him to be the person he is today. So, and people think, you know, he probably got millions of followers that I'm upset about that or whatever. Nah, I'm not really a social media type guy. You know what I mean? When I'm on the dance floor, I do my thing, and then when I'm done, it's over with. You know, I've really never been a social media content creator type guy like that. You know what I mean? I'm all for the culture. You know what I mean? You'll never see me put on a Bugs Bunny or superhero outfit or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm just original like that. But people ask me would I do a collaboration with him? Yeah, I would.
I'm out here with Hot Sauce. He about to show us some of his famous moves.
You already know what it is.
So what you want to start with?
Oh, you just show you something and
yeah, just whatever. Like you can do whatever.
We'll start off easy. You know, the first move I came up with.
You gonna do them on me, or you gonna show me them, or both?
I'm gonna show you.
All right.
All right. You know, maybe next time, you know, when
right.
This one right here is called the pop up. So like when you dribbling the ball, you know, say you playing defense on me. You playing defense, boom, 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 and I lose it. See, we both go after the ball.
Yeah.
And then I pop it up.
Right.
It's a quick way to pick the ball up when you lose the ball.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you can actually put it down like this, and then pop it up.
All right, let me try it.
All right, your turn. Go ahead.
Nah.
I do it.
That. I'm gonna try one more time.
You gotta pop it up, like you gotta. I want to hear that noise.
All right, you got it.
There you go.
All right, yeah.
There you go. All right, so the next one. That right there.
I'm gonna just let you do that one.
You gotta try it though. Just try it, man. Nah, that ain't it.